I grew up in Brooklyn. My dad was an officer in the Navy, so we lived in Sheepshead Bay at Fort Hamilton and also in the Brooklyn Navy Yard, right in Williamsburg. When the market crashed in '87, I started looking at a reason to get off the East Coast. And when I graduated culinary school in '89, or business school in '89, I moved out this way. I didn't realize there was no black and white cookies out here. And that was one of my favorite pastries growing up as a kid in New York. And I realized there's a lot of New Yorkers out here. The only places I could find black and white cookies were over in Berkeley and one place in San Francisco, neither of which were really made very well. So I wasn't satisfied with that and didn't want to have to drive to the city or across the East Bay. Well, the people that were making the cookies for the owners of these businesses had never grown up eating these cookies. So there's a huge disconnect there. So if you've never eaten something, you really don't know how it's supposed to be. I grew up eating those cookies all the day. Getting out of school in Brooklyn, I'd go right to the bakery after class, waiting for the bus to go home. So all the cookies were really too dense. They're almost just like cookie. It didn't have that light cake-like consistency as well. The recipe I have is a recipe I researched from a bakery in Brooklyn where they actually put their recipe online. So it's pretty much that recipe. It doesn't really vary that much, and I intentionally made it so it reminds people of the classic black and white cookie you get in New York. Like Jerry Seinfeld said, it's part cookie, it's part cake. It's the bringing together of both worlds, black and white. You bite it, if you get it right down the center, you get a little bit of each. You get that vanilla frosting, you get that dark cocoa frosting, and then that light lemony cookie-like cake consistency.
So in the bowl I have butter, shortening, and lemon zest, which I am going to cream with some sugar. We'll add in our 1 egg. We're gonna add in some flour, salt, and baking powder. We're gonna put that all together, mix it until combined, and slowly add in milk and a little bit of vanilla extract. Turn it up. Scoop out your cookies into the desired size you want. Once cooled, we have a combination of powdered sugar, cocoa powder, water, and lemon juice. There you have your black and white cookie.
That's a good cookie.